this year is the 20th anniversary of the classic indie film, Napoleon Dynamite. So today I thought it'd be fun to do a breakdown of some of the scenes from a video editor / media major's perspective. There are so many things about this movie I could talk about, but today I'm just going to start with 1 or 2 scenes, and we'll see where it goes from there. This is such a good menu. Let's go check out some sweet scenes, because we don't have time for flipping features or dang languages. Today I want to break down the scene, New Kid. I have another scene I want to break down as well, but we'll see. We'll just start with New Kid for now. And the headphones go on.
You do understand English. This isn't that complex.
I'm actually going to back up a little bit so you can get some context on what happened before this. Oh, his footsteps, love the footsteps. It's so nice. But even like the way his feet like sort of scuff, that is so nice how they did that.
Hey, could I use your guys' phone for a sec?
Is there anything wrong?
I don't feel very good.
It's so quiet. You really just do for like office sounds. Like that's all in with you. One of the great things about this movie is it's really just like a glimpse into their life. A glimpse into Napoleon's life. I mean, there are parts where there's music in this movie, but so much more of it is just like normal sounds you would hear in real life. He just left the cheese on the counter. I hope the counter's clean.
Hi.
Is Grandma there?
No, she's getting her hair done. What do you need?
Can you just go get her for me?
I'm really busy right now.
Well, just tell her to come get me.
Why?
Because I don't feel good.
Well, have you talked to the school nurse?
No, she doesn't know anything.
He just wants to eat his chips.
Will you just come get me?
No.
Well, will you do me a favor then?
What?
This is such a good phone
Can
scene.
you bring me my chapstick?
No, Napoleon.
Another great thing about this movie is just like the normal looking color.
See ya.
Ugh. Idiot!
David Demke, please come to the office. David.
And now we're into
You do understand English. This isn't that complex. Look, the cafeteria's down the hall,
It's nice
to the
how
right, and
Napoleon comes into
downstairs.
focus as he comes closer.
Hey, is that a new kid or something?
Napoleon, this is Pedro. Would you mind showing him where his locker is?
Sure. Come on.
Another great thing of it is the color. It is like, it's kind of boring, which it's kind of boring, but that's what makes it great because it's just like real life. It's like, this is how we see things in real life. Or at least much closer to how we see things in real life than like a lot of movies that make things more stylized, which is fine. Stylized things can be really fun, especially if you're doing something that's like sci-fi or fantasy, but like, for this type of movie, this type of color is perfect.
Ride the bus to school?
No, I ride my bike.
What kind of bike do you have?
It's a sledgehammer.
That cut is so good. This movie has some great examples of showing as opposed to telling. So Napoleon's like, do you ride the bus to school? And then Pedro's like, he rides his bike. And then Napoleon's like, what kind of bike is it? And then we cut to Pedro in a new location, saying what type of bike it is. Perfect, love it. So first we have the close-up of just Pedro saying it's a sledgehammer. And then we get the wide shot of Napoleon's reaction to this amazing bike. And then it actually shows us each individual part of the bike.
You got shocks, pegs, lucky.
And it's almost like in a line of threes. Shocks, pegs, and then we cut to Napoleon, lucky, and then they go back to showing the little flag on the bike.
You ever take it off any sweet jumps? You got like 3 feet of air that time. Can I try it really quick?
That is another one. It went immediately from, do you ever take it off any sweet jumps, to him taking it off a sweet jump. And then Napoleon's watching him, and then we have that nice zoom towards him, which I'm pretty sure is done in camera, because if you did that in post, that would just be way blurry. I like the cobweb they have kind of behind Napoleon, like attached to that, it's like blowing in the wind. Because, like, did they actually put that there, or was that just there and they decided to just embrace it? Because I can't imagine, like, someone putting a cobweb there. If they did this amazing set design, I love the realism of that, but, like, I kind of think it was just there and they're like, let's just go with it. We see the light from the sun providing, like, a backlight for Napoleon, separating him from the house behind him, which is really nice. I don't know if that's a backlight they actually, like, put there, or if they actually were able to use the sunlight for that, which is amazing. I would love to be able to do that. I've seen that scene so many times, I don't know why I like I knew it was coming. Okay, and we kept skips. But anyways, back to Napoleon and Pedro. I love the way they're standing in the very center of the screen. I love the symmetry. So nice. And actually, that's really interesting now that I think about it. Okay, so Napoleon is going from this way across the screen, from right to left. And normally I thought in scenes people generally go like left to right. That's just like the general rule of which way you want to have people entering and exiting the screen. It's also so nice how everything looks so normal. Like this is a normal looking house. Oh, look at somebody's septic tank over there. I never noticed that before. We have like this gravel driveway with the normal grass. Why didn't Pedro like come over to help him? I didn't even think of that. But like, why is he just standing there? Like, he doesn't even come and be like, "Hey, dude, you okay?" And so that's how Napoleon and Pedro became friends. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit and check out another scene I wanted to look at. Big J's, a great place to eat. Oh my goodness, his van fairly fits.
So you and Tammy still together?
No, not really.
Why is that?
Well, she's jealous. Says I'm living too much in '82.
Well, later on in the movie, he does buy a time machine and try to travel to 1982, so I think she was right.
I dumped her.
Yeah, sure he did.
What about your girlfriend?
Well, things are getting pretty serious right now. I mean, we chat online for like 2 hours every day, so...
I like the framing here. Basically a medium shot, or a mid shot, of each of them. Just going back and forth, very normal. It's like if you're talking to a person, that's the sort of framing you would be thinking of. Oh, look at how centered the cup is. Perfect. Love it.
Because...
Oh my gosh, the Valance, the little old-fashioned Valance. Everything is just too real, too small-town real. It's perfect.
I guess you could say things are getting pretty serious. I'm just really trying to raise a few bucks right now so I can bring her out for a few days.
Yeah.
Uncle Rico is just so unconcerned about what Kip's saying. He does not care. And it's gonna get better in a minute.
What does she look like?
She's got sandy blonde hair. She's pretty good looking face, but I'm just getting really just kind of TO'd because she hasn't even sent me a full body shot yet.
That cut right there is just the silence. We already see how unconcerned Uncle Rico is, how uninterested Uncle Rico is in everything Kip's having to say. He's just busy looking at his arms because he thinks he's really muscular and he lives in the 70s, which is why apparently he's dressed like Fred from Scooby-Doo. Let's keep going and watch this cut because it is too good to miss.
She's got sandy blonde hair. She's pretty good looking face, but I'm just getting really just kind of TO'd because she hasn't even sent me a full body shot yet.
Was that a freeze frame? Okay, so the people behind him were moving. If that was a freeze frame, then maybe they just masked him out. I don't know if he just held his face and that expression, whatever expression that even is, for like however long that was. Maybe they just masked him out and then like did a freeze frame on top of the other video that's moving still. I don't think it's a green screen behind him. And then you go back to Kip, who's also just like staring, like, Uncle Rico has no idea what to say. He does not care. He does not understand the situation at all. I don't even think of online dating being a thing in 2004. I just think like it's still considered like a weird thing in 2024. Uncle Rico just wants to go back to 1982. So much so that in a little bit he's actually gonna buy a time machine to travel back to 1982. Online dating, not even something he doesn't understand. He doesn't want to understand. He doesn't care. It's not even like he just doesn't know what to say. He's like concerned or anything. He just like looks so bored. But anyways, now Uncle Rico has seen his opportunity to get a business partner, which is exactly what he wants right now.
Hey, you know, I got a little project. We might be able to make a little moolah with it.
Really? That sounds pretty good.
This is definitely
You ever heard
legit.
of nylon polymer?
And then it just cuts straight to Napoleon and Pedro going back to what they were doing that day. So now we have two storylines going on. We have Napoleon and Pedro doing what they're doing, and then we have now Kip and Uncle Rico teaming up to make an amazing business collaboration selling Tupperware. Anyways, that was really fun to break down. I only broke down like 2 scenes. I think I could just break down the entire movie, but my computer's a little low. I need to put a lasagna in the oven, and so I'm gonna stop for now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching Napoleon Dynamite with me as much as I enjoyed filming it.